What's going on, guys? It's Matt. I'm here in Rhode Island. Please excuse the bird sound. But I am here walking around my car. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my plans with this car, how it's been since I've had it, and what I've done to it and what I plan on doing to it. I have my friend Ray here. He helped me clean the car and wax it. And you'll see in some pictures that I'm posting on my Instagram, which will be right here on the screen, you'll see how shiny I made this car. I am planning on restoring the original paint as much as I can, rather than repainting it or getting a wrap or anything like that. I want to make this paint as great as I can because, I mean, the stock paint on this looks awesome. So currently on the car, the mods we already did, we have the eye-back lowering springs. We also have subframe connectors that are going in next week. But the lowering springs, they absolutely slam this car. I love it. I scrape on a lot of stuff, but I mean, that's the low life. I also have the exhaust, which is the off-road X pipe and Magna packs. It sounds pretty sweet. I have no cats. And yeah, so the car purrs pretty nicely. Oh, I have been disrespected by a bird.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
I'm pissed. And got in the car just to show you guys. I don't know if you remember, these were all white before. It's because the previous owner of the car actually put the Eurolight plastic like sheet over the original gauges. I was very lucky that the original ones were still there, but I took apart the gauge cluster, I pulled off all the needles, screwed up all the spots in which they were, so I had to recalibrate those, but I got it all figured out. The car is great now. I love that I can see the gauges in their stock color now. They run a lot better. They were previously skipping because of just how much thickness there was with the stock sheet of plastic and with the Eurolight on there. It also blocked out all the numbers, so I could only see the needles, which is why I really had to take it out. But now that it's back to normal, it's awesome and it's perfect, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Also, I did go to a junkyard in my town and I found a radio trim. It's a piece of crap, and I have another one coming in, but this was just a temporary fix. I got it for like 10 bucks, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll grab this thing for now. So now I have an extra one if I ever want to paint it a different color, put another one in, or do whatever I want with it. I don't really know. I'll figure it out as I go. I still am looking for a shift boot, though. That is one thing I do need. And also, the typical New Edge cracked cowl, because this happens on almost every New Edge. I'm gonna keep looking around for another one of these because this one is just like, it's in pretty bad condition on both sides. So I'm gonna try to get that fixed as soon as I can. As far as the interior goes, I've cleaned it, and I mean, there's a rag and a couple screwdrivers, but other than that, it's pretty mint. I took the tint off the rear window. It took 10 minutes, and I thought it was gonna take hours, but it took absolutely no time, so I was amped about that. Now all the windows look mint, and they're all clean. The interior of the car is clean. The e-brake is fixed, and it stays in place now, which is perfect. And also I got the aux set up and everything like that. So I love this car. Ray, do you love this car?
I do.
Yeah, it's a great car. Yes. Oh, and this seat needs to be replaced with a racing seat. Even though it's a special Centennial seat, maybe I'll get it reupholstered. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll get it fixed and still have a racing seat, just to have a racing seat because race car. And I'll just keep this thing as an extra. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'm looking into getting a new hood because this, believe it or not, you can see right here, these are chips. But you can also see the original paint is right here, and then these holes are just chips from whatever. So that implies that the rest of this hood is actually the original paint under all of this crap that's built up on top of it. So I don't think there's any hope for this hood. Plus, I don't really like the look of this. Insult me if you want. I want a clean hood, or a cowl hood, or a Cobra hood if I'm lucky enough to find a black Cobra hood. That would be sick. But I do have a Cobra bumper in the mail, speaking of Cobras. I called the auto parts place called me yesterday to confirm my order for the bumper and get the paint code and everything. So they're painting that now, and it's going to be ready to go on the car probably by next week is what they said in the email. I also have fogged headlights coming in, and then when I get a new hood, the whole front will be completely redone. Also, I want to get a new grill, but I have to wait until I get the Cobra bumper to get that, because the Cobra bumper...
Oh, that fucking Harley.
The Cobra bumper actually has a different grill mount. Apparently, that is what Andrew told me. So after that, my car is going to look sweet. I cannot wait to drive this thing around. I still haven't registered it. You can see there's no plates. I mean, I'm not going to put a front plate on anyway, because when I get a Cobra bumper, if they catch me drilling a hole in it, I'm going to be murdered by the god of new edges. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, no plates yet. I have to go register it. Got the VIN inspected. So it's good to go. I just have to find some time to go down there and register this bad boy. But as of right now, I absolutely love the car. I took it for a ride yesterday. Took my sister for a ride in it. She liked it. Ray likes it, obviously. He's a huge fan of Mustangs. But yeah, I can't wait to, build this thing and just see how awesome I can make it over time, because before and after pictures are just like, they're so cool to me. So I can't wait to see a before and after of this car when it's finally finished and in the condition that I want, which also includes a Pro Charger. I'm gonna put a centrifugal supercharger under the hood and probably make around like 400 horsepower. I'm not trying to make stupid crazy power, because I want this car to be able to handle well, and if I have too much power, then I'm just going to be sliding all over the place. I won't really be able to get too much traction, and with a square 275 setup, that'll ensure that I'm not going to rub, and also have the most grip that I can. But with anything more than 400 horsepower, I'm just going to be skating all over the track. So I'm going to try to keep it a little bit low, but still a modest amount of power, just to get out of its own way and go around a corner pretty well. But I'm going to tighten it up and make it as rigid and race car like as possible, and hopefully this thing will fly around a corner. Nothing like, a Porsche or anything like that, but I'll try my best. And of course, I can't wait for you guys to follow me along the way. Like I said, follow my Instagram. I hope you enjoyed this video of Andrew and I driving back from Florida to Rhode Island with my car. It was quite the experience. I've made that drive many times, but it's different when you're in a lowered Mustang that scrapes, even on the highway. So that was an experience that I'm never gonna forget, and obviously getting this car is an experience I'm never going to forget. That's your car. Are you? Dude, you're kidding me.
This is your car.
Dude, you're shitting me right now.
It's a man. Start it up.
Dude! No freaking way! Oh my God! I cannot thank Andrew and Ashley enough for giving me this. This has been one of my dream cars for so long, and the fact that it's a Centennial Edition is just so cool to me. It just adds so much character to the car. It's not just a typical GT, which is perfect. I'm always going to try to be unique. That's just the person I am. And the fact that it started off unique by being a Centennial Edition is really cool to me. So I hope you guys follow me along the build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on Instagram, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notifications for Mustang Lifestyle, and stay tuned for what's to come with my car. I hope you guys enjoy.
Pretty good.